I take no more than half an hour.
Will that apply to Ms. Kishuhi for that?
We have done a digest of the authorities,
yes,
which will make it very easy.
All right. You also need the same amount or less?
We'll be hoping to do less, but let us just leave it at 30 minutes.
At that limit. All right. Mr. Mbet?
Approximately almost 20 minutes.
All right.
And in view of those directions, and in view of the fact that I'm now on my feet and I haven't looked at the replying affidavit or opposing affidavit, I will then respond to her after she goes through her affidavit.
All right, Mr. Mbet.
Yes. Your Lordship, we filed our application on the 16th of September 2019. It's now 38 days. Since we filed that, since she was arrested and has been in custody there for that period. The accused was charged on the 12th of September 2019, 23 days ago. And until this minute, this second, not a shred of evidence of any sort has been presented to the court annexed to the charge sheet as required by law and the Constitution. Nothing upon which the prosecution can claim there is strong evidence, there are witnesses who can be interfered with. None of this exists. There are no witnesses, no post-mortem reports. There is nothing. That in itself is an invitation for the court to grant bail without much further ado. Any evidence that might be cobbled up, conjured, or even fabricated at this late stage has no bearing on a bail application. They have had weeks and weeks in which, before the order of the court, gagging investigators from prosecuting our client in the media, there is no evidence. Newspaper articles that have depicted our client in a bad light are not evidence. The law is clear. It is a constitutional right for every person charged with any offense to be granted bail. It is not disputed as put in the affidavit that the investigating officers have the travel documentation or the passport of the accused. The question of being a flight risk does not apply. We have tabulated facts that show that the home of the accused person, a matrimonial home, is under, in a very strange way, belatedly, in the possession of the DCI. The DCI, George Kinoti, has the keys to her matrimonial home through Inspector Mwangi. The premises are secure. So she cannot interfere with those premises. We also would like to point out that on the 13th of September, it's in the affidavit, when there was an alleged recovery of the deceased body at home, one Mr. Patrick Moiruri, an intermeddler in this case, threatened the two servants of the accused, told them to go away. The boys were very frightened. It's quite easy to be frightened when Mr. Patrick Moiruri threatens you because he's very tall and menacing. And we received word at the defense counsel from the caretaker that the boys wanted to run back to their hometown, Nyeri. On the 14th, this is at paragraph 35, on page 13, I went and tried to assure these boys of their safety. I told them this is not Moiruri's house, but they were determined and they left shortly thereafter. We, as counsel, then wrote to the Director of Criminal Investigations, Mr. Kinoti, who's at page 36, and told him, questioned him about the authority of Mr. Moiruri, who boasts of being very close to investigating officers. On what authority was he giving the orders about the property? We also questioned why the DCI we asked him how he intended to secure the property, as Inspector Mwangi had taken the keys without a proper handover, and to advise on what they intended to do with the said keys. They have never confirmed what they intend to do. Instead, Mr. Kinoti has been tweeting on the DCI social media page that murderers cannot inherit. And in a Dutch paper, he has said, and in particular, when the murderers dumped their husbands in septic tanks. That is all within the papers in court. So, Kinoti has lost his mind about this case. The idea that the prosecution want to confine the accused in court becomes what is a deliberate attempt to dispossess the accused person of her matrimonial home through the agency's prosecution and the DCI. There was also a state counsel here, I don't know if it's the one in court, called J.V. Owiti, who went on his so-called Facebook page, wrote a long article about this case, and finally said, in his view, Sarah Cohen will lose the inheritance battle. Your Ladyship, we see something ulterior about this matter. It's not about holding her in custody for her own safety, holding her in custody to prevent her interfering with witnesses. It is simply about an attempt to defraud her of her ownership to her matrimonial property. Our records and the affidavits will show a witness, a person who cooperated fully with the investigators until the 28th, when they arrested her. And they arrested her after she had retained me to advise her on the topic. And what was the problem at the time? Not murder. Was the vilification by the media, led by John Kamau of The Nation. That is what she consulted with. But word got out that she had finally seen a lawyer. The next day she was arrested without cause. Booked at Muthaiga police station for forgery, and the rest is history. One reason or another to continue to hold. 38 days later, they have nothing. Absolutely nothing. They have broken every rule, every norm in the new constitution, where there must be a presumption of innocence. Evidence must be tabled before a charge is made. And there must be a presumption of innocence.
Naam, mtazamaji, hapo ni katika mahakama ya Milimani ambapo Phillip Murgor, wakili wake Sarah Wairimu, anamtetea kuhusiana na kesi inayomwandama ya mauaji ya mwenda zake mfanyabiashara Cohen hapo katika mahakama ya Milimani. Kumbuka hapo jana Sarah Wairimu aliweza kuzuiliwa tena katika eneo la Lang'ata ambapo alizuiliwa kwa siku ya 37 kwenye kesi hiyo ili leo aweze kutafuta dhamana. Kwa hivyo anatetewa hapo, tutaona iwapo ataweza kupata nafuu baada ya siku hizo 37 aweze kuachiliwa kwa dhamana au la. Ni kesi ambayo imekuwa ikiendelea kwa wakati mmoja. Tukaweza kuona Phillip Murgor akituhumiwa na madai kwamba yeye angali mshtakiwa mkuu nchini na hivyo basi hakuwa angeweza kumwakilisha Sarah Wairimu, lakini hatimaye hapo jana aliweza kuidhinishwa ili aweze kumwakilisha Sarah Wairimu. Kwa hivyo ni taarifa ambayo tunaifuatilia hapa. Tegea mtazamaji.